Hi everyone, and welcome to Group 1's final presentation. My name is Jenna, and my partners here are Nabil and Jordan. And we chose to do our project on option 1 that was given to us, and that is comparing the weight of the brain to the weight of the body to see if there's any correlation in body size and brain weight. Here I have a chart that kind of goes over when each species of mammals kind of were born essentially, and the different sizes of the brain. So if you look here, we have our human brain, and it is relatively one of the biggest on this image that is given. And the next size that I would say would maybe be slightly bigger would be an elephant. But then another mammal that has a relatively large brain is also a dolphin, which doesn't always seem like it's one of the biggest mammals that we have in nature. And then another example would be here we have a dog and a cat, and the cat's brain is slightly smaller than a dog's. However, depending on the breed, cats and dogs aren't always that much different when it comes to size. Another thing to kind of make note of is a manatee's brain is a little on the smaller size when they can also be a bit of a larger mammal. And that a llama is also bigger, and rhinos, but their brains aren't always the biggest on the chart. So we're interested to see if there's any correlation with brain weight and body weight. So moving into our SQL database, here we have all of our tables. So what we did is we made a separate table for each of body weight and brain weight, which houses all of our raw data. And if you kind of look into it, in body weight here we have some obscure values. However, none of our data had any nulls, which was nice, so we didn't have to account for that. But, here we have a body weight of 4,603. And then we made a table for brain weight, which includes all of that. Again, a few obscure values like 2,547. When looking at that previous image, the human had a relatively large brain compared to the entire mammals, and we know that our brains do not weigh 2,547 pounds. So a bit of an obscure value. And then we made a final table that houses both body weight and brain weight. These were brought together via the index, which is our primary key in all tables. So once we had our database created, we went ahead and did some cleaning. And what we first started with was if the brain weight was greater than 500, we removed those values just because it seemed like no brain should weigh more than 500 pounds. And then we also removed anything that was less than 0.01 of pound. And that's kind of where we started. And then from there, we kind of went through and nitpicked some values that maybe just didn't make sense or were a little too obscure, and kind of cleaned our database from there. And now I will turn it all over to Nabil and Jordan to kind of go through the next steps of our project and how we proceeded from data cleaning. Thanks.